Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel, Z here, and today I want to speak about a few things. So number one, I want to speak about the ZS5s. So a number of you are requesting that I review the ZS5s, and I really do want to review them, and I've actually ordered them and I had to cancel my order, mainly because I already know the issues that I'm going to have with them. So I already know that they have amazing sound. That I've read on forums, I've had people, my subscribers, everybody tell me about them, that the sound is just incredible, I need to review them, but I already know the issues that I'm going to have with them, and that is, if they're anything like the ZSTs, I know I'm going to have issues with them staying inside of my ears. So it's not really the staying on my ears, because I know with the hooks, these things stay on my ears. I know I'll probably have an awkward fit with the ZS5s, as I do with the ZSTs. These are the ZSTs. But here's the thing, so I'm going to show you guys. ZSTs right now are in my ear. I have a very good seal with them, but the issue is when I just flex some of my facial muscles, they just pop out of my ear. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's no seal right now in my ear. So if I was listening to them, I would be listening to them. They wouldn't have bass. I would have sound issues because the fit is not proper in my ear right now. But now in order to get that proper fit, I would have to push them back in, so you guys can, as you guys saw there. Now if I flex my muscles again with my face, because that's what you're doing when you're talking to people, or I guess when you're walking around, or just, you're doing your facial things, whatever you do. Sometimes you yawn, especially in the gym. I find myself yawning a lot. They pop out, and this is one of the biggest issues I have with the ZSTs, and I think that it's a design flaw. So I like the fact that you have that there are ear hooks there that hold on to the ear. I think an improvement within the design, and this is obviously just my opinion, because of my ears and everything of that. If the wire were to come down from here, so keep the ear hooks, right? The ear hooks are, just picture this in your head. Keep the ear hooks, but have the wire come down from the bottom. So this way you have stability on top. You have the earphones, the IEMs holding on, being held on by the ear hook, and then you have stability from the wire being pulled from the bottom, so you have a little bit of a cliff to hang down from. So you'll be applying pressure from the bottom right here, and then you'll have the top hanging down, hanging onto your actual earlobe. Sorry, your whole ear, outer ear. So you'll have that seal and you'll have that stability, and I think that would be a huge design improvement. So Knowledge Zenith, if you guys are watching this would be a good design to test out. Keeping the ear hooks for that stability, and then creating another wire from the bottom part of the earphone, and then sort of combining them together so you get more stability. And in turn, that will give you a great seal, great sound, and great stability, because you do have that ear hook, so that's holding on from the top. And again, like I said previously, you'll have that wire coming down, so you'll have sort of like a pull kind of push, because you'll have that hook holding on from the top. Also, maybe even adding a nipple like you see with some of the other IEMs, like for example the UII-SII. As you guys can see there, it does have that extra nipple there, which essentially keeps the IEM in place. So if you guys can see, I'm going to be placing them in my ear, and that holds on to the outer part of my ear. So there's a nice hold going on over there. And again, that is the nipple right there. So that would be a good idea to add to the ZSTs, or just in general to bulkier IEMs. Now, if you can't have those three things within an IEM, then it doesn't really matter how many drivers you put in there, because at the end of the day, you'll have a good sounding IEM like the KZ ZSTs, and I'm sure the KZ ZS5s, but they'll pretty much be unusable, at least for me and many others like me. And it really is a shame, because these KZ ZSTs are really good sounding. I really do like the sound on them, except for maybe the highs are a little bit too high, but besides for that, they're great sounding IEMs. So with all that said about the design, this brings me back to the ZS5s. So I know that I'll enjoy the sound on them, but at the end of the day, they'll be unusable for me. So I'll make the review for you guys, but then I'm left with a pair of quad driver IEMs that I don't even use. So it's not really much of a point there until I figure out some type of a way that I can make it work for me. Maybe I'll tinker with the IEMs myself. Maybe I'll create some sort of stability. I gotta figure something out before I buy them. So I think that pretty much covers that. So the next thing I wanted to briefly speak about is the review that I'm working on, and that is for the PSTTL. I don't even know how to say that. but they have the same kind of generic type of Bluetooth IEM they're selling on Amazon. They're selling these for a lot cheaper on AliExpress. In short, I'm just going to quickly say, if you guys are thinking of buying these, I'm just going to say, wait, don't buy them yet. So just a quick sad mention, Linkin Park singer committed suicide today. I just wanted to mention that because he was a huge part of the music that I used to listen to back when I was a teenager. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. So one of my subscribers, Creetip, left a nice informative comment on one of my videos. So if you guys want to check that out, he basically speaks about comply tips or some of the Sony tips that he's used for some of the IEMs that he uses. If you guys want to check that out, I'll post it onto this part of the video so you guys can check it out. Also, if you guys were interested in purchasing comply tips for your IEMs, I will have a link in the description, an AliExpress link, because they are a lot cheaper if you did buy them off AliExpress. So I'll have a link to that. I'll have a link to them on Amazon as well. You can check them out, see if you like them, test them out. I have not tested them out yet, so I can't speak too much about them, but there are a lot of people online that do swear by them. Well guys, that's going to be it for now. If you did find this video informative, then do hit that like button. It does help me out a lot. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. And to see more content like this in the future, do hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.